Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. O'Shane Ximines. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford now to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, open man is born. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a pick?
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. Don't stop that note. T.J. Hockenson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air. A little sun on your face. A little wind in there. Yeah, that's right.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. On play action, Rodgers looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chubb picking it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
The left side throw complete to Adams. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. O'Shane Ximines picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
They found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Burton here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They go play action with Haskins. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. His throw at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell.
2 minutes to play in the second quarter. The offense gets ready to take over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not the way you envision. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Inside by Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
on 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now they try the right side here. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Given 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Rodgers again now. Looking for Campbell downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And got his man complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Reception here by Ruggs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot. Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense.
And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to punch it in the front. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers looking to throw. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Just a little. So this offense will head back out there. Already an excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Campbell making the catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire